Okay, this is our tankless water heater. The thermostat's built into it. It's inside of the garage. It's supposed to be this interior use only. It's a high efficiency water heater. So that means that this extracts all the heat out of the energy produced by the gas so that we can have a plastic vent. Okay, it extracts all the heat out, or most of the heat, 90 mucho for the heat, and directs it into the water. Now, a byproduct, when you do that much distilling, when you're doing that much extracting, when you have a high efficiency water heater like this, what happens is it creates condensate. And if you read the manufacturer's installation instructions, which I do not see a copy of it here, but this port right here is supposed to have a drain attached to it. The drain's supposed to have a loop in it. It's supposed to be an air gap in the same room as the water heater, so that would be a safety pan. We don't have a safety pan. Oh, the manufacturer doesn't say you need a safety pan. They say you don't need a safety pan until you install this, and at that point they do. So then the safety pan would drain outside. That's on your grass, so maybe you want a neutralizing filter, maybe you don't. But anyway, neutralizing filter is also, I believe the manufacturer's installation instructions would call that an improvement, an option. It's not mandated to the way I remember it being called. So we come over here. This is our pressure relief drain. It's 1 year old, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. Okay. Now this is your pressure relief valve drain pipe, and it should have an air gap in the same room as the water heater. Well, how would you do that? We put a safety pan, you take that pipe into it, and then the safety pan drains outside. So this drains into the safety pan, and the pan drains outside. And that would meet the code. That would meet the intention. So I get that they might not say you need a safety pan, but you need a safety pan. Okay? This is code for safety pan. If you're going to have an air gap in here, if you're going to install your drain off of this, you're going to need a safety pan. So we don't have a safety pan. So no care and use manual. No condensate drain, no air gap for the temperature pressure relief valve. Now, maybe the builder can do this for the 1 year, maybe not. Oh, I got one for you. You see this right here? This gas was not, okay, that gas was not adjusted when they installed this. Now they bolted it up. It makes hot water. I asked my client about it. I said, yeah, and he said, yes, the water heater works. Water heater works. I get it. It does work. Does it work as efficiently as it could? Well, that would take going in here, and if you read the instructions, the ones that I'm going to bake into your report, I'm going to have a link to the instructions, and it says that you should put a manometer on there. Now, if the plumber's got a manometer, he's one of the few in the crew. He's got one. It's covered about 1 inch of dust. It's underneath the seat of his truck. All right, they just bolt them up and go, bolt them up and go, bolt them up and go, and they work and they work and they work. But are they working as efficiently as they're supposed to? Did they do what the manufacturer said? Is that a proper installation? No, they didn't finish all that stuff. They didn't do that. All right, so our gas wasn't dialed in. We do not have an air gap for the pressure relief. We do not have a condensate drain. We do not have a care and use manual. Now, again, this might be on the builder, might not be on the builder, might be on you, but whatever. But that right there is a screen, and that is supposed to be cleaned once a year. That's the difference between this being a 7-year water heater, and they're kind of expensive, or a 15-year water heater. It's up to you. You have it serviced once a year, or don't have it serviced once a year. It's totally up to you. But that's what should happen. Yeah.